Scotland. It's the home of curling, and this week it welcomes athletes from all around the world as it hosts the 2021 World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship. We're in Aberdeen, known as the Granite City, for 20 teams to battle it out, not only for a prestigious world title, but also vital qualification spots at the 2022 Winter Olympics in Beijing. Our venue is Curl Aberdeen, built in 2005 and now hosting its 4th world level event. You join us for session 7, where you will see the home team, Scotland, take on RCF. And it's time to meet the teams. Scotland will throw the red stones, 2 well-kent players, Bruce Mowat and Jennifer Dodds. They're coached by Greg Drummond. RCF will throw the yellow stones, Alexandra Airman and Anastasia Moskalieva. They are coached by Vasily Gudin. We've seen 3 games on this side of the draw, and so far Canada and Czech Republic and Scotland lead the way unbeaten, 3-0. Germany and Italy are 2-1. Hungary and Korea, 1 win and 2 defeats. Australia, Spain and our team from the RCF still to score. Across the sheet, as well as our own game, we'll be looking to see excerpts from Germany versus Italy, Korea versus Spain, Hungary versus the Czech Republic, and Australia versus Canada. There are some variations to the rules for mixed doubles curling, away from the normal 4-person game. There are 2 players, 1 male and 1 female. There's 1 pre-positioned stone per team per end, and there are 5 stones to play per end. Each team has 22 minutes thinking time across the 8 ends that they will play. Players will either throw 1st and 5th stone, or 2nd, 3rd and 4th stone, depending on which positions they take up. The players can switch positions through the game if required. Not a common variation, but is sometimes deployed. There are no takeouts until the 4th stone has been played, and there's 1 power play per team, which we will come to as and when we need to. So, everyone's in position. We're all ready to go. I'm Alan Chalmers in the commentary box, and again this morning I'm joined by Rona Howie. Morning, Rona.
Good morning, Alan.
All set?
Absolutely. Scotland undefeated, wanting to keep that record. RCF looking for their first win.
Yep, doesn't make them a bad team. Just a few stones here or there just haven't gone their way so far this week, so Scotland will be wary of them. Players just waiting for the umpires to give them the signal to proceed, and we will be underway. Scotland got the better of the draw the shot challenge, so they have the hammer. So we will see RCF Anastasia Moskalieva throw the first stone of the game, looking just to play the conventional route in behind the guard, somewhere close in front of the back red.
I've seen a really good curl in the ice this week,
yep.
And there you saw the stone coming out the other side.
Yeah,
over curls.
Immediately see how much swing there was on the ice. We'd try and guess that she was on the brush and all well played, but just under iced a little bit, even with that slightly heavier weight. Kept curling.
Well, pretty similar.
Here's Jennifer Dodds, well known to the curling world, part of the Eve Muirhead ladies team, just recently back from the World Women's Championships held in the Calgary bubble just last week, actually. Not much recovery time for Jen.
Go.
Nice spot.
So just didn't finish at the end enough, but it's good position, top of the 4-foot, controlling that area. Very usable for Scotland. Dave Murdoch's got the binoculars out already this morning. Must be checking out the stones thrown in the other sheets.
So here we have Alexander Airman. He's thrown this stone. He's played a different handle. He's trying to come off the outer barrier side as we look at the sheet there, looking to curl it in on the in-turn. But again, this one's going. It's short for weight. You can see the extra curl that's caused. So advantage Scotland at the moment.
That's close.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, line's a little tight. Line's a little tight. Yep.
Bruce Moat.
Like no light.
I'm sure I don't need to explain to everybody who Bruce Moat is, but just in case there are any newcomers here, Bruce is the current skip of the men's Scottish team, and was also at a recent World Championship in the Calgary bubble, where
Nice one, Bruce.
he got all the way to the final and came unstuck against Team Sweden, Nicholas Edin, but it was a fantastic achievement. That's Bruce's third Worlds, and he's improved every time. He's gone from 6th to 3rd to 2nd. So it's a good trajectory to be on, and he has played a wonderful opening stone there, putting a little bit of pressure on RCF straight away, first end. What do you think, Rona? It's difficult to tell sometimes when there's no skips in the rings to give us any clues, but you pick up any signals as to what they might be looking at here? Just playing the same shot as Bruce, do we think?
Yeah, I think they had indicated could they get round and try and
Bruce, chase that.
follow Bruce, whether they could get to the inside.
Yeah, it looks like a tighter line, so I think the call was maybe to try and tap up the yellow now.
Even to bring off that red, just like that. Pretty good result.
Yep, I think that's worked out well for them. He's managed to get control of the top of the 1 foot circle. Now Bruce has got a shot, I think, to kind of maybe chip it out. But it's certainly better than it was for RCF.
Yeah, Scotland have got last stone at this first end. They want to give themselves the chance to score 2 or more.
I was there.
Yeah.
Do you want to bet that?
Yeah.
You can see Bruce has got some strapping on his arm and plasters on his fingers. Obviously, as a skip, he's not used to this sweeping malarkey.
He's a skip. He's probably got blisters in places he didn't know he could get blisters.
Okay, line's perfect.
Top eight.
Yep.
Make him appreciate the work that young Hammy and Bobby Lammy do for him in the men's team.
Carl. Sorry, Bruce.
That's fine.
Just over curled to the nose. They wanted to set at an angle there.
They just kept you on it.
No, it's fine there. Should spin out this way if we ever hit it.
We've actually got them quite a few ways. We've got this.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with mixed doubles. There's so many stones in play around the 4 foot. You've got to think a few stones ahead. You're not just dealing with what's in front of you. You're planning for the end of the end.
Yep, I think he's planning ahead. He thinks that yellow, if hit via the red, would actually spin out, having ricocheted off the red behind it. Chance here for Alexander. Room to manoeuvre another yellow in, either directly or just maybe using the red to ricochet.
Yeah, just trying to roll off that red into the pocket. He just spun back too far. He wanted to get into that nestle on top of the red.
Yeah, just caught the first one too thinly, I guess, and that was a real chance. He missed a chance there, I think. A couple of sweeps on that would have held it that bit straighter.
Also got the run.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah, that was my first thought.
Okay.
Right, same out a little more. I think a little more.
Yep.
Yep, so there we can see close up.
Yeah, it's a great chance for Bruce to come in and get into that 1 foot and make it very difficult for RCF to follow. The only real danger to Scotland is that yellow on the left-hand side that could be raised. So if Bruce can get another one in here.
Yep, looking to come right into the button for this one.
Line's good.
Line only.
Way only.
Weight's close.
Okay, clean.
Back 4.
Okay, clean. Yep. Oh,
Back 4.
Oh. Clean, yep. Hard! Hard! Yes, hard!
Needs to get round the top counter. There we go. Well, they called the weight. That was just being maybe a fraction heavy. So he's come deeper than I think they would have liked originally. Still very useful.
Yeah, they had to sweep that for line. It was curling big at the end there and had to pass that top red one. Still certainly asking the question now of RCF.
Yep, electing not to make a play on the yellow on the left-hand side, onto the yellow that we can just see a fraction of. I reckon there's no merit in that, and it might potentially have Scotland a final draw for a 3. So I think this is a defensive strategy. I think they're putting up a blocker to make it really tough for Scotland to score the bigger end.
Yeah, ideally they would like to come in here and just lie even second shot and make it very difficult for Scotland to score 2. They know it will come big at the end. They left it too late. They did. They didn't anticipate that swing early enough.
No, we saw that on Bruce's one. There was late heavy sweeping because there was a late break point on that one. I think RCF maybe just didn't spot that, and they've just made the cardinal error of catching the top red and then putting some width on it here for Jen Dodds.
Okay.
Possible shot to come in off yellow, move across sideways. Come in for a 3. Not an easy shot, but it's definitely there.
Yeah, they just need to get to the inside of that yellow, and with that good curl at the end, it's very easy to come off the inside and score 3 here.
I like the weight. Hair down, maybe.
Okay. Yep. Whoa, way only. Way only. Close.
Back line.
Whoa, curl. Hard curl.
Trying to make it curl.
Should begin to curl about now. I think they do need to touch the yellow to help it on its way.
Good effort.
Just didn't quite get thin enough on that one, so it's 2 red. Bruce is offering 2 red up. Good effort by Jennifer there. Just couldn't get the curl to manoeuvre the third stone in, but a pleasant start for Scotland.
Yeah.
2-0 up on RCF after 1 end.
Just that hair more weight. I just wasn't 100% sure if it was going to get that same snap like Bruce's or not. So. Yeah. Yep.
Just needed hers to roll another foot, and then we had a shot for 3.
Yep.
Good start.
Yep. I'll play this in again.
10 feet off that.
I think if I gave you same as Josh, do you think that would be okay?
Yeah, I think you'll freeze the back one.
Yeah. I'll give you same ice as Josh. I think that would be big got to shine the line quite nicely.
So we are ready to go at the start of end 2. Jennifer Dodds to lead us off. Heard them talking about the weights, the lines. There's great communication between the two, and obviously know each other very well. We've played curling together a lot now, both in the formative years in Edinburgh, and now as part of the academy set up in Stirling
All there just now. Line good.
that we're lucky to have in Scotland here.
Got a wee bit of room.
Yeah, and at the National Curling
Line good. Curl
Academy,
pretty hard.
the British curling programme, although these
You're almost back to
two players play in their team environment and training, they've also played mixed doubles competitions every week.
Nice.
So they've had that experience of playing the tactical side that's different to this than their team game. Bruce has obviously got a lot of experience in mixed doubles.
Yeah, I got you 10th place.
But, Jennifer's newer to the game in that respect.
Yep, this is Bruce's 5th appearance at the mixed doubles. Steady performer over the years. Jennifer put the attempted freeze right on the top of the button, so RCF come down, change the angles round a bit, just poke it through a little bit. Well played shot.
Yeah, I'll just play the freeze for now.
Okay.
And a look over at sheet E, Australia versus Canada, first end. Canada line 1. Not an easy draw here for Kerry Enerson.
Line's fine.
Needs to go out wider
Curling now. Line's good.
to be fully in that 4 foot.
Yep, line. High line. High line.
Brad Gushu just making sure.
Line's good now.
And there it comes, a big swing at the end.
Get them. Really high.
Really nice shot.
Right to it, Bruce, right to it.
So, score of 2, Canada lead
Drag it.
2-0 after the first end.
Back to our game. That was a lovely shot by Bruce. He's just come round on the counterclockwise. Lie top of the 4 foot, push the angles round again. Usable position for the red stone now. RCF to play next though.
Yeah, these first few stones of the end are so important, the stone placement of them. You're setting up for the whole end. You don't want to be chasing the end in mixed doubles. You want to be in controlling that top of the 4 foot. It's all about changing the angles, just wee bump backs and making sure the angles favour you rather than your opposition.
The RCF are trying to play the same type of tactic but coming in a different direction, looking to get close to the stones at the top of the 4 foot. Freeze somewhere near the red.
Unlucky, they just bounced off it. You wanted really just to half check that top red.
What way are you playing?
Yeah, you can see there that the yellow just bounced out into the open. Now gives Scotland a chance to play a bit more weight at this one. Try and remove a couple of these yellows.
Try and get just curl past nose.
Bruce sees a chance to remove some yellow.
Weight's good.
Close. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yes, yes!
Take out some yellow and leave another red counter in a dangerous position, but it's just curled on him. Caught the guard.
My bad.
Но в следующем он точно вас вот так будет бить.
Ну да.
Надо что-то, может, тэпнуть.
Если как бы чуть-чуть сюда, да, между ними оставить.
RCF like 2 and playing.
Ну, по идее, такое
Да
же.
не, надо в любом случае их двигать.
Yeah, RCF are lying well. They could guard that, but you don't want to really be putting out the long guards when you've got last stone.
Yeah, you'd have to stretch a guard, cover quite a lot. No matter which one you cover, the other one is going to be available, Rona. So I think they'll try and bring this one in close still.
Yeah, even freezing right in the pockets, not a bad shot.
Не-не-не, отличный. Вес, 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 вес. Давай, давай,
This one
давай.
beginning to
давай.
curl.
Да, 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 да. Еще.
Yep, that's a pretty good result there.
Допустить надо.
Сказала, что он прям так это.
Yep.
Hopefully just one of them sticks, but it's in half.
Yep.
You might have to go on this one.
Okay.
RCF just wanted that to curl a fraction more, so it was more over the red, and make it harder for Scotland to remove.
Yeah.
Scotland can now catch the inside of that yellow as we're looking at it and try and do some damage by removing a couple of the yellows.
Yeah, this is precise because the yellow is overlapping the red, so it's not straight front to back.
Close. Stay with the shooter. Not the shooter, sorry, the 7. Hard, Jen. Oh, you can't.
I can. Great shot, Bruce.
Really good.
Yeah, the angles ultimately ended up in Scotland's favour there, and Bruce has taken that full advantage. Great shot, opened up the circles, removed a lot of damaging RCF stones. Probably taking away the risk of the big end that was potentially building there.
Ноль.
Поднять.
Ноль.
Легко. Тип. Воу, поднять. Тип. Воу, воу.
So just going for the nose hit to lie 2, but I'm not sure. Those stones are pretty close as to whose second shot.
This will move it here just because it's fresh, but
Let's give Jennifer Dodds now the chance to lift a double in these yellows.
Three-quarters, yeah?
perfect, yep. 7/8, so it'll be close, but 3/4.
Okay.
Just that constant communication, exactly where the stone is to hit.
No, 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 no.
Curl. Really gotta curl. Hard, Jen.
Hoping to make this one come down a little bit. No, I think they knew as soon as Jen let that one go that it was just a touch high. Wasn't coming back for her, that one. Leaves RCF the draw to the 4 foot and a little bit for a 2.
I mean, oh no.
Oh, wow.
2-0.
Внимательно, плюсик был. Выглядит отлично. Внимательно. Воу-воу.
A really nice draw for 2.
Yeah, comfortable draw, well played. A good end that for RCF. They controlled it pretty much all the way through. Bruce bailed Scotland with his last stone, not the last stone at the end, but his last stone. So after 2 ends, the score is Scotland 2, RCF 2.
Нет, тогда бы верхний не уходил. Да, но просто один камень оставался выше.
Missed my second. Yeah.
Мне нравится немножко больше веса, и он прям очень идет. Плюс был.
So we're back underway at the start of the 3rd end of the Scotland versus RCF game. Aberdeen. Score is tied at 2-2.
Пошел скатываться. На упор.
As is customary in mixed doubles curling, there's been lots of stones in play. Well, usually clustered around the 4-foot. It's for exciting curling. So similar to the first end there, just the first stone's just run on a little deep, a little over curled.
Leaves a nice pocket for Scotland.
That's that all there.
Line
Easy
only.
for line. Line's good. Line's perfect. Line's so good. Line's good. Oh, yes. Doesn't need to curl.
Just see
Keep it straight.
the break there, the snap, Jennifer called it in the first end. The stone just loses its bit of its forward momentum, it begins to curl.
A really nice shot.
Yeah, I don't think there was any real advantage being right to the pocket on that one. I think she wanted to try and keep stones forward, control of the front of the 4-foot circle.
Yep. Because if you go back to freeze completely, then RCF could come in right on top of you and be controlling over that button.
Вес хороший. Линия только. Свип. Еще линия с запасом. Делай, свип.
Pardon?
Same as you.
Okay.
There's a lovely stone by Alexander.
As we look over sheet B, Germany lying 1,
I think I give you
just on the 4-foot.
should be pretty close.
A chance for Italy to score 2. Stephanie Constantini.
Okay, line's good. Wait only.
So controlled takeout weight.
Lines should be good.
On the nose is good and perfect. 2 on the board for Italy.
Clean.
3-2, Germany lead after 2.
Keep the angle. Oh, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Yep.
Okay, back with our main game here. You can see that Bruce Mowitt's played another shot since we last saw and has come in to counter at the angles, pushed the yellow across to one side. Pretty much position A, leaves RCF few options, possibly to make a play in their own yellow.
Да, да, да.
Самый край, чтоб этот тут остался. Вариант, чтобы сюда фриз накидывать. Но они так будут тэпать. Но фриз, кстати, мне нравится, потому что мы если делаем даже тэп, вот этот потом никуда не уходит. Этот будет здесь.
Просто там внизу уже так плотно, можно потом не разбить их, надо,
Не,
чтобы
давай сюда.
оставались.
У нас вот
Да,
этот
да,
будет
да, да,
потом
мне
играть.
нравится.
Discussed a few options there. I think they've settled on freezing in the sort of staggered pocket between the yellow and the red, giving themselves some options for later on in the end.
Yeah, Russia, sorry, RCF don't have last stone here, so they don't want to open things up to let Scotland in. They want to try and keep it tight and freeze in the pocket.
Yeah, ends rattle through pretty quickly in this mixed doubles, so you have to plan ahead. You have to plan ahead because it can quite quickly get away from you, and I think they'll be pleased with that shot. That's pretty much where they tapped their brush. Gives them a few options, depending on how Bruce plays the next one.
Yep, it's a tippy-tap game. You're just moving stones that fraction closer to the button, but it's all about getting the angles right. Great chance here for Bruce just to tap their red. Up enough to lie 2.
Line's good.
Yep, took the ice, wide ice. It looks like they're still coming in just at T-line, top 4 weight here. Bruce called top 4.
Yep. Hard.
T-line.
Well then.
T-line.
Yep.
Right in the nose.
Oh, we're out on the nose.
Yeah, really nice. Great shot.
Yeah.
Great weight control.
So you can just move the angle sufficiently enough to render the last RCF stone
Yeah, the angles
less useful.
They don't favour RCF much here to go in the way to the button.
Больше не вижу. Типа еще что-то тэпать, плюс-минус вообще. Потому что этот уже никуда не уйдет.
Because that red they just tapped there, it's going to jam on the back red
Yeah, yeah. There's,
by raising the yellow onto it.
I think the red stone at the top of the 1 foot circle. I don't think RCF can get to that using yellow stones.
Yeah, I think it might get to like edge of 4 kind of thing.
Yeah, I think I'll go further, but just make sure you're on it.
Big weight, trying to do some damage here. Yeah. Well, it did jam in the back, but with that powerful weight, it sprung it across. Really the best he could do there.
Yeah, I think so.
Try and get as close to this as possible.
Yeah. We've had no hacks down here, have we?
So you can see
No.
full velocity stone, I think, for that one. Yellow combo, took some reds out from behind it, left the yellow back in a good position again. Little opportunity for Bruce to clear it here though.
Wait to hear up.
Okay, whoa. Clean, yes. Hard!
And again, just the curl, just catching them out.
Yeah, just not taking enough ice there for that weight. We know it swings big at the end.
Sorry, I thought you were nowhere near the guard.
Yeah, it's just fresh stuff.
Yeah.
Единственное, у них вот этот ближе.
Просто останется дабл.
So how an end can turn.
Джем тоже.
Да, тут типа тебе надо лоб попадать. Чтобы он выше.
Yeah.
You were 11-3.
Okay.
I was expecting a 11.5, so.
Yeah, same.
Да, вот это. Ты этого не сделаешь.
Yep, RCF threw the high hard one in there. Did a lot of damage, moved things around. Scotland unable to counteract.
Под тройной встанет, и они 4 могут взять. Давай, бей, Найс, в любом случае.
What they're looking at here is ideally RCF would love to lift that double in the reds, but they know the one behind is going to jam on the yellow at the back of the 4 foot.
Давай со свипом.
Да, да. Нужен стей, Настя. Ты с аутом бьешь?
So we always say when you get an error from your opposition, you need to capitalise, but it's very difficult for RCF to make this double.
I think her best chance is a nose hit. I think either side is going to leave a red.
Yeah, they want to leave their yellow at the top in front. And she did get the one away. But who's lying third shot?
Looks like it's going there already.
Yeah, it's going all there now.
I think you just play the draw, but you can play this train. I think it just goes there, so they're probably
Yeah.
scoring one that way.
So yeah, looked at the options. We don't think there was a way that they could not jam that back yellow. But hitting it right on the nose sprang everything quite far apart. So leaves a double down the middle for Jennifer Dodds.
Yeah,
And then might
Anastasia
come down
hit that just absolutely perfectly on the nose. Either way, and it would have caused problems, but she hit it absolutely perfectly.
Just what you've been given.
Although it left
First one down.
2 reds on the side.
Полиция, его можно было.
Ну я не, я посмотрел перед тем, как...
No option here, but for Jennifer Dodds. And just drawing the 4 foot.
Wait only. Running.
They know this line well.
We're running just now.
Weight's great.
Curling now.
Always good when the sweeper says weight's great.
round the top header and into the 1 foot.
One red.
One red.
Good throw.
Yeah, good.
Хорош.
So after 3 ends, the score now is Scotland 3, RCF 2.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's just twice I've been quiet.
Нижние два убрать. Но я должен был очень остро подать, потому что я попал в толсто. Нет, ты пробил, потом не так хотел. Я хотел в край, чтобы этот занутрился и не увелся.
Может, все-таки первым надо было видеть?
So back underway at the end, start of end number 4. Scotland leading 3 points to 2. Looking to come to the pre-placed stone at the back of the 4-foot circles.
We're good. We're good. Yep.
Great shot.
Yeah, super shot. Great start to the end.
Good sweep.
I could hear, yeah, I was just really happy with it.
Yeah.
Дальше есть. Я думаю, сам хорошо. Сам.
Anastasia Moskuleva looking to follow.
Сам.
Scotland stone into the 1-foot circle. Just created a little bounce. Fraction heavy, just bounced a touch.
Right to it, yep.
I was giving myself that, but I think you can probably have less.
So just with that being a wee bit heavy, it's a great chance now for Bruce Mowat to come in. Freeze right on top of that yellow on the inside even.
Top
Line's
it!
good.
Up quickly to sweep this one.
A wee bit tight now.
Maybe just threw it lighter than he was looking for.
Where are we?
Jumped up quickly.
Back foot!
Hit well then. Nice shot.
Могу рано сразу ударить.
So a look over at sheet C. A real girdle of stones in this head.
Try and unpick how they lie at the moment.
Yeah, last stone for Korea. Ji Yoon Kim going for the run back. And Korea score 1. So they tie the game after 3 ends. 4 all. Nice run back. The RCF.
Yep, obviously didn't fancy the way that the Scottish Stones were lying. Elected to play the run back. Still left some cover out front without damaging the pocket there. So there's still plenty of room here for Bruce Mowat. Throwing the 3rd stone of this end for Scotland. Looking to freeze back there.
And Bruce's team qualified Great Britain for the
Line's good.
Olympic spot for men's curling, and he would love to do the same this week here, qualify for mixed doubles discipline as well.
Well then, we're going to overcurl a wee bit.
Mixed doubles come into the last Olympics just with 8 countries. This year there's 10 spots available.
7 of them will be determined this week through the playoffs and things like that. China automatically qualify. And there'll be 2 more after that. So you can see on the screen there now, we've got scores update. It's Scotland 3, RCF 2, that's the game we're watching. Germany 4, Italy 2, Korea 4, Spain 4, Hungary 4, Czech Republic 1, Australia 2, Canada 4. All games currently in their 4th end.
Yeah, peel.
RCF wanted to play again the straight run back to lift that red off the top of the 1 foot, but just peeled the guard.
I think Scotland to be happy with the setup as it lies at the moment. No easy path out for the stone that lies shot at the moment.
Halfway.
Okay. We've got a wee bit of room. I think line should be good. Straight.
Halfway.
Okay, keep going then. I think. Yeah, keep going. I think you can curl now. Hard curl, get it half in that centre. Whoa. Great shot, Bruce.
Yeah, really nice guard.
Yep.
Well communicated by Jennifer for the line. Whether to sweep for the curl or sweep to hold it straight. Bruce knew the weight was good.
You can hear him huffing and puffing a little bit. I think he's going to give Jennifer some instructions shortly.
So RCF have got last stone. The guard's long enough, and we've seen the good curl. You can come round that just at a back 4, back 8 weight, tap it back. You need to try and set something up here. They've got last stone.
Выглядит хорошо. Линия. Подержать.
Думаешь?
Да, уверена.
This has got a long way to curl.
Whoa. Sam.
They're happy just to come into the pocket.
Sam.
Yeah, that's a well-executed shot.
The problem with that now is that Scotland can come down, freeze right on top of it,
Yeah.
and really make it difficult for RCF to score here.
Let's play that.
Whereas if RCF had come round and just tapped the one back that's at the top of the button, it would have given them something to play with later in the end.
My first thought was this, but looking at it.
Yeah, I think this does look easier.
Yeah.
If you end up sitting here, it's okay on this draw. If you tap this a hair high, it's fine.
Yeah. I think I like the tap.
Okay, you're just playing T-weight.
Yeah. I think I'd just give you the same what I've been giving you for draws on this side.
I like it.
Okay.
Хоть вес сюда почувствовал.
Bruce, always so positive.
Подожди, он сейчас приближен.
You don't need to play any big weight.
Mixed
here.
double is
Just
so
play
important
perfect
to-
T and a little bump there for fun.
Communicate well with each other.
Lovely for Bruce to play a home event. He obviously was the team that missed out when the Glasgow Men's World Championships were postponed because of the COVID outbreak, so I'm sure he's enjoying a home championship. Some fans would have been nice, but totally understandable that they're not here. I'm sure they're watching, enjoying it.
So just wanting to tap their own red up enough.
Any contact. Moves it on.
Really good.
Lies the shot.
Really nice.
Great shot.
And I still think earlier on, if RCF had moved stones about a bit, it would have given them something to play with their last stone.
Yeah, you're right.
Whereas right now, it's really hard.
Yeah, the previous stone was probably just 4 inches, 5 inches, slightly too heavy. Gave Scotland the chance, which they've duly capitalised on.
Можно два взять. Но они слабее борта. Подожди, откуда хочешь кидать? Откуда хочешь кидать?
5-6.
The only option here really is to come down and just
Контрол.
nick that red that's line shot out to the right-hand side
Больше, но меньше линии. Просто нам...
Да, я
гард тебе
поняла.
даже
and
гард
miss their own yellow,
Да,
which is
испортить
not
не
an
может.
easy shot.
Хорошо.
They just need to nick it out the 1 foot.
Whoa.
Only really needing a back 4 weight.
Sweep!
All about the line.
Whoa! Sweep! Da!
Getting to curl. Getting to curl. Just looks like it'll be too tight. Oh, just got round the top one. Hit the stone she was looking to play, and I believe from the overhead that looks 1 yellow. Excellent shot.
Хотел, чтоб ты вот так вот нулем.
Well communicated. I thought she was just going to catch the very top red there as it began to curl, but did enough.
Ну, мне кажется, это нормальный контрол такой.
You can see Alexander Airman sweeping it hard. Gets really close to some of these stones. Ultimately does enough and leaves RCF lying 1. That squares the game at 3 points all as we reach the halfway.
Ну, как бы, понятное дело, что... О, sorry.
Teams have a 5-minute timeout, so we will leave them to that for the time being.
Ну, как бы там...
Тебе гард облизывать вообще не надо. Тебе от гарда вот так проходить надо. Средний. Средний вот так. Со среднего гарда довалится. А тебе прям в край.
I actually gave myself more than
Да, время очень mало.
my first one down there. Yeah, I know. I was like in my head when it was like coming to rest. Thank God I took that extra ice. Yeah, there we go.
Там не было лучше. Я вот сначала привести один.
Yeah.
Чё? Не было углов. Первый, мне нечего было бить. То есть, типа,
Okay.
единственная точка, куда было бить, это чирк вот этот и вот так. Но это вообще там и гард остается.
This is similar to what we had in the third end. We were in control of that. Yeah.
Да, 8 минут 30 секунд не дают.
Is it much? Is it hot?
Okay, so we've got time to look back over the highlights from the first half of the game.
Okay.
Started off, Scotland had the hammer down the first end. Manoeuvred stones round very well. Left Jennifer Dodds a difficult chance for a 3.
Yep.
Trying to get this one to move with the sweeping. Hits the front yellow one, ricochets slightly, but not quite enough. 2 to Scotland, 2-0 lead after 1. RCF bounced back pretty nicely. There was a lot of stones in play, and then there wasn't. Ultimately left Anastasia Muskaleva the opportunity to draw for 2. Stone was guided down perfectly. Into the rings for a score of 2. Squared the game at 2-all.
2 yellow.
Into the third end. Scotland had control of the end early, and then a big hit by Airman changed the pattern. Jennifer Dodds was left with an open draw to the 4-foot circle.
So we're light if anything. Curling pretty hard now.
There's no panic from either the sweeper or the thrower. Bruce guided this one down very well. Onto the button. Scotland retook the lead to lead 3-2 after 3 ends.
Если вот сюда бортом попадешь,
Final end in the first half. Scotland had tapped up stones to lie 1, just touching the 1-foot circle.
Воу-воу-воу-воу. Легко.
Shot was left that RCF needed to just tickle it out. Some strong sweeping, did the job, couldn't round the top guard, hits the red, spills it enough, leaves RCF lying 1, and the game's tied up at 3 points all
если хотел, чтобы ты вот
as
так
we get ready for the second half. Pretty even game through the total percentages, just slightly in RCF's favour actually with the hits. I think we can recognise there was a couple of guards that were caught as Scotland tried to play hits. No stolen points though. Game's always gone with a hammer. Feels fairly even. All the teams are through their half-time break. So from the top, we have Scotland 3, RCF 3, Germany 4, Italy 5, Korea 4, Spain 5, Hungary 4, Czech 3, Australia 4, Canada 4. We're back underway. Start of the second half of this intriguing fixture. Said at the top of the programme that there probably wasn't much difference between a team that's 3-0 going into this game and another team that's 0-3, and I think that's proven to be the case so far. However, that's not an encouraging start for Team RCF to begin with. They left that draw way short.
It was interesting. They took a lot more ice because Anastasias have over-curled in the previous ends. So they took a bit more ice there, I think, to try and hold it. And just maybe that bit slower out, further out in the wing.
So it gives Scotland a chance to really attack into this end from the very word go. They're the one that's going to be controlling the middle of the circles. It makes such a difference, that first stone, as it does in any curling really, but particularly the case in the short format here.
Hard! Go, go, go! Get that inside cover! Get that inside cover! Go! Nice. Good sweep.
Just trying to pull it in behind the yellow guard as much as they can. The inside.
Yeah, I think you're
covered.
Right again there, Rona. Just I think most of the time on this odd number of ends we've been playing on the clockwise path. That was the first time I think anybody's really attacked on the clockwise path. So maybe just a bit of fresh ice there as well. It's left Jennifer Stone a bit short. But better there than behind the tee.
This one's looking very wide. Got a long way to curl.
It's going to touch anything. No, it's not. And Scotland can sweep that one through the back. So
I think he was just playing a tap back weight to try and just tap the red at the top of the 4-foot back. But just took too much ice. So a great opportunity here for Scotland to get a third one round behind cover. Great numbers for Bruce Mowat.
Back 4.
No, line's good.
Back 4.
Line clean.
No, weight's good.
Clean.
Weight's good.
Okay, wait only just clean. Whoa. Whoa.
Still back 4.
Clean.
T-line.
Okay, yep. Go on the inside. Hard. Hard.
Yeah, really nice.
Good there. Yeah. Really nice.
Yep, that's made things pretty tricky already. Two low percentage shots certainly from RCF's helped Scotland's cause, but put their stones in great positions already.
And you can see there's no opportunity for RCF to come around. They're going to have to try and run back the front one. Do some damage. Important to make contact with some red granite here.
Great effort.
Yeah, open things up. Ideally, I'd have liked to have kept the yellow that he was raising into the house at the top of the 4-foot.
Yeah, absolutely correct, Ron. And unfortunately for the RCF team, he's also still left another red in to lie the second counter. So although that looked a pretty great shot, it's not changed the pattern of the end an awful lot.
Gives a chance for Bruce to come around here, top tee and lie 3. Scotland have got last stone, so a great opportunity here.
Weight's great.
Curling hard now. I think, yep. Yep, get it to top 4. Hard.
Got to bring it into top 4 because there is such a big curl. If you leave that at the 12-foot, it would be easy for RCF to come around. So that's a perfectly placed stone from Bruce there.
случае наверх не приедь, потом у тебя будет ролл от правого желтого.
Both teams have got 22 minutes of thinking time. It's up to them how they manage it throughout their 8 ends.
So I thought we might see RCF use Airman's power to take off another front to back, but no, they've changed pattern here, and he's gone down to play a draw. He's using the big curl that Rona described. Try and come round. The button is still open.
It wasn't a bad weight at all, just
he just didn't get the curl. That's
yeah.
a good effort. Although the sleeves, Bruce, a little opportunity to maybe even just come that, push it back deeper, roll into the top button, which would leave Scotland lying 4 potentially.
Yeah, it's just about playing a controlled weight here. Don't want it to be wide and heavy and jam. If you play a down weight, you've got the opportunity to even just split your own red at the top of the forefoot.
Hoping they can make this one start to go.
Hard, Jen, hard.
Yeah, right, just couldn't
Nice.
couldn't get the bigger curl required there, but he's moved stones around.
Yeah, that yellow's very lonely in there.
Как вести по весу? Ну, такой. Ты откуда кидаешь? 9?
Line 1.
Как вести бесполезно, Надя.
Bruce says Scotland lie 1.
You can see there just RCF have got the chance to get to the inside of that red and get a wee flop in behind.
Yep.
Just exactly like that.
Просто сделай
He
так.
must have heard me. It's just playing that,
Нужно
just
типа вот
even
так,
back 8
60.
weight. Just put the red out to the left and get your shooter rolling in behind.
Yeah, just got to be careful they don't do the same as Bruce just did and hit it slightly high, which would then, looks like, put the red back to the yellow and
Ничего нам не даст.
leave Scotland a bit more room.
Я поняла, хак.
Не, хак может много. Не, я за бэклайн максимум.
Ну, да.
Потому что если ты сделаешь лоб,
Even if they did do that, Alan, as long as they keep the yellow shooter at the top,
6.
немало.
then it makes it very difficult for Scotland to remove it. Anastasia Moskaleva, she's struggled in the tournament so far, but having a good game today.
Whoa! 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 You want team?
Here it goes. Ah, lovely shot. Do they lie too?
Just glanced the yellow on the way back, the stone that Anastasia hit.
It was a really nice controlled weight.
Я боялся. Ну, видишь как.
So here we come, RCF looking to get the inside of the red stone in the 4-foot circle and slide into the button, which they accomplish nicely there. That one glances the red one at the front, the red one glances the yellow one at the back. Definitely lying 1,
Даже красный чисто.
Да, да, да.
and no obvious path to outscore it.
Clear like the Hennepin. Way only.
Line only.
Line's good. What needs the curl? Really needs the curl.
Weight's great.
Okay, there it goes. Still needs the curl.
So you can see it was quite wide coming over the hog line, but it'll come big at the end.
Go, 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 go. Hard.
Can it bite the button? Just didn't come enough. The weight was
Well, it
perfect.
was perfect, wasn't it? Ultimately, it's a steal for RCF. And they take the lead, 4 points to 3 after 5 ends.
What do you like? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Sorry.
Время просто.
It's made less on the out.
Ладно, сюда мы лучше уходим, чем туда.
Шестой.
Если украсть получится, то...
Put it on that side. All right, okay.
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 Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Понял, берут.
Well, I was just like, I'm just going to play the same because more likely to get some curl off that, and you don't really want to crash on top if I don't think you could have been second. So. Turn around.
Ну, 3 варианта. 4 фута, гард или... Ну, то, что туда нормально будет возить, я, в принципе, уверен.
So you can see that RCF just taken the lead just after the half-time break. The fifth inning's been played. Scotland have like to take their power play. A variation on the setup. Rona, do you want to talk us through that?
Yeah, so because they have last stone, they can elect to play their power play. So the stones are placed as a corner guard and one behind rather than down the centre line. So this is an opportunity. Keeps the centre open, but also the guards in play at the side. A good chance for Scotland to try and generate a multiple score here.
There you can see the stones, instead of being down the centre, are more over to the left. Scotland, you can choose either side. They've taken the out-turn path for them. And Anastasia has drawn round the corner guard just in front of the red. I think I heard Scotland say that they thought RCF were lying one. However, it's very early, and this gives Jennifer a chance to make a play onto the stones in the rings behind the guard.
Needs to curl a wee bit. Let it work.
Weight's good.
Needs to curl the nose. Hard. Really hard. Go, go. Straight, straight. Hard. Go, go, go. Hard. Go, go, go.
Lovely shot.
Yeah, really well played there by Jennifer. So take a look over at sheet D, Hungary versus Czech Republic. Hungary are 4-3 up. Czech Republic lying pretty well here at Hungary. Dorothea Polanska going for the nose hit to score one. Zoltkis trying to hold the line. Over curled. Oh, just too much, and it's a steal of one for Czech Republic. So that ties the game 4-all after 5. So RCF choosing to go to the other side, to the open part of the house, just to keep away from that corner guard and not get sucked in to that side.
Yeah, even though Jennifer played a nice tap back, RCF still lie the one, so I think splitting the rings, putting some distance between them, it's probably wise at this stage of the end.
The teams only get one power play per game, so you usually see them played in the second half of the game.
Weight's good.
Okay, ball. Ball.
Slightly bigger weight from Bruce.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to get the roll over, but
That's good there.
it's good there.
They hit again, they're not going to be second it.
Yep, heard Jennifer say if they nosed If RCF knows that one that Bruce just played, unlikely that there will be second shot. Allow Scotland to maybe make further plays in the corners.
You see the green lights coming on there. Just indicates that it's a legal stone and released it before the hog line.
Silence on this one. Yeah, just a half stone takeout.
So now a chance for Scotland to capitalise on that error. You can just enough weight to tap it back.
Same as you, really.
And lie 3.
Yeah, I think they'll want to try and tap it back and maybe roll a bit themselves, Rona, back towards the middle, because it's going to be quite appealing place to freeze to if they were to leave it exactly where it is.
Yes, absolutely. Can't see the whole stone.
Back line they've called.
Yeah. So even if you did come off the top red, you're not going to do a huge amount of damage. You'd still have 3 counters in the house.
Yep.
So it's choosing the correct weight to play.
Clean, yes. Clean, just clean.
And he's
Just clean.
got good line here.
Just clean. Yep. Roll it, roll it.
About half the stone rolled to the straight.
Perfect.
Yeah, like that position. My concern was if they nosed it and RCF would just then have frozen onto it and taken out any chance of the big end.
No. Dead hands. Probably.
Yeah.
So some damage limitation here. RCF trying to lift the double. Just on the high side again.
Too thin on the front one. That was their chance, I think. I think we'll now see Scotland. Yeah, spread stones around the rings. They can see the chance for a 3. Two further well-positioned stones.
Well, don't mind.
They could bring another one round the corner guard.
I don't mind either.
Split the house. If you split the house, you may leave a double. If you come around the corner, they probably are going, you know, then they don't want to hit the open one because they're definitely kind of losing a 3 at that point.
Yep.
Let's go over there. Even if I'm like top 8, I think it's okay.
Okay.
Give me more. And again.
So chosen just to go to the open side.
Yep, either option had its own merits.
Line's good. Curling now.
Should see this one move a bit. We've seen when stones cross the centre tape because it's a slightly new path. It's a path that's been used not very regularly through the rest of the game. All week we've seen stones really curl.
Perfectly placed. Really nice. You can see the great separation. No easy double.
I don't mind going around there if I made the perfect it's better, but if I ever like just tapped it and then they freeze, then probably forced to. Whereas with this, we're almost guaranteed a 2 unless it makes the perfect hit and roll freeze.
Yeah, I think if you were really needing to score 3 at this end, you would come round that guard.
Тут прямо идет, Настя. Давай линию посмотрю. Прямо идет.
Stone placement is great from Bruce.
Yeah, absolutely. Squared them up across the front of the ring. So Anastasia looking to hit the one that Bruce just played. Pulley roll in front of the back counter, make it awkward to move out cleanly. Sorry, a stutter here. Move out cleanly.
Сив до конца. Сив до конца не будет ролл. Сив до конца.
Just like that.
Good try. It just rolled too far.
What weight?
I was thinking hack.
Okay.
Played like a back line down here.
Yeah, I'll play that 11.5 hack.
Okay.
So ideally, they just wanted to roll on top of the red to make it more difficult for Scotland. Just gone too far.
This is a nice hack, Jen.
Yeah.
So here we are, last stone of the end. Opportunity for Scotland to score 3.
Jen for Dodds just needs a nose hit. Just play a hack weight tap back.
Clean. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Wait to hear up.
Curl. Curl.
A bit heavier than.
Needs to come down another stone's width across. Okay, does the red one hang on?
No problem.
Yes, it does. Well done.
3. Yeah.
The beauty and the benefits of the power play.
Sorry, I was a bit. Just mine really tracked in that centre line as well.
So with the power play, Scotland score 3.
What was it was going to do?
Move into a 6-4 lead after 6 ends.
Не так просто было бы.
Видишь, кто знал, что здесь будет ровно ходить? Тут везде валит, а здесь ровно.
Sorry.
Great first shot from Jen.
Что, брать, не брать? А? Ну это да, у нас...
Make the choppy.
Да, военный. Ну, тайм-аут еще, конечно, есть на последние.
Okay.
Make it, Jen.
Yeah. Same I've been giving you, I think.
Okay.
So, ready to go. 7th end of 8. Scotland took a 3 to open up a 6-4 lead.
Turned out a wee bit.
Hair down.
However, RCF have taken their own power play. The stones are
Carl!
set up with the corner and the one behind it on the tee line. Hoping to do exactly the same as Scotland did. Take a 3 or more with it.
Yeah, and with the scoreboard, Scotland having that 2-point lead, just decided to tick their own red guard into the rings there.
Sorry.
No, you're
Good
fine.
line, but just not enough weight
Yeah,
to
just
put
didn't
it in the rings.
I knew it was going to sit down at him, but didn't think that much.
RCF looking to play from the intern side.
Is he looking a bit heavy?
I think she's okay. T-line at least, then.
Yeah.
Or not.
Looking to come round.
Yeah.
Sort of half corner guard, I guess,
Yep.
which they've done. Of course, there's no hitting of stones out yet in this early in the end, so Scotland kind of forced to come after it a little bit.
Так, чтобы он туда зашел полностью. Как раз здесь пошел.
Там был бы в 4 полками точно. Туда фриз и вообще кидать.
Okay, lines are hair tight.
Line on late.
Weight's good. Line's good.
There's a lot of rotation on this stone.
Sign to curl now. Curling hard.
Line
You
on
have to
late.
work this a little.
Weight only.
Really nice.
Yeah, really good shot.
And with that more rotation, it holds the stone better when there is such a big finish on the ice. The line's more controllable. So we can see there in the split screen, just different sweeping techniques.
That's good there.
There is a standardized brush pad that you're allowed to use. That all the players get their pads checked before the competition by the umpires to make sure that there's nobody got anything that's going to aid their sweeping.
Yeah, I think it was just different body position more than anything. I think one was on the trying to hold a stone for line. Excuse me. One looked maybe more was on the lower side and trying to get the stone to curl with the brush.
Yeah, so it's just the way that Bruce has jumped up to sweep, and if he needs the stone to curl, he'll go to one side. Bruce is obviously used to playing the team game with having two strong sweepers. Now he's the one having to do the work.
Try and make this.
Yep.
RCF just took some wide ice there to try and get another yellow one in. End up
Maybe
catching
to make sure we get
the stone that Jen Dodds had left there from earlier on in the end. So not quite capitalising on their power play so far.
And especially mixed doubles with just one sweeper, you do tend to see the angled sweeping to try and get more curl. But certainly the way the ice is curling out here.
Use with caution, because there's plenty curl. There's plenty curl, natural curl.
Clean. Yep.
Wait's good.
So a chance now
Wait's good.
for Bruce to raise the red onto the yellow. He needs to pass the guard. Really nice. Well played, well swept.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
And we look at sheet B, Germany trailing Italy 7-4.
Just trust that was always going to curl down there.
So Pia-Lisa Scholl,
Watch it.
chance to score a couple at this end. Needs it to curl. Is it going to hang on? Oh, just spins back in and no more. And it's a score of 2. So Italy now leads 7-6 after 6.
Timeout.
Scotland calling a timeout.
Yeah, you maybe just saw whilst we were watching the German stone there that RCF played pretty good shot. They managed to move the red stones around in the rings, put their own shooter in behind the corner guards. Scotland still lie 1. But RCF now lie second and third, well covered.
Like
So
this?
a little thinking time required for Scotland here.
Yeah, I can't be here. I could be here. That's fine.
Yeah.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't easy either.
Yeah, chances it could stuff as well.
So as long as we're up here somewhere,
Yeah, similar weight, eh?
we only really need to be
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, let's make it.
Okay, let's try and bury it as well.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to bury because they can make that and then just leave it now.
Yeah.
Pretty tough one.
It's pretty much the same line as your freeze.
Okay.
So Bruce's initial thought was to run back the yellow guard onto the yellows in the house and try and remove the two of them. But national coach Dave Murdoch was, well, why don't you just come around? You're lying 1, come around the guard, out-count both of their counters and you lie 2 with that one buried. So I like this call.
Yeah, particularly as the one they would have been driving up was going to be an RCF stone as well. So yellow on yellow would have...
Yeah, you don't like to be hitting the opposition stones into the head.
Okay. Up.
That's maybe just the difference between the 4s and the mixed doubles, Rona, that
Wait's great.
It is a more attacking game.
Weight's great.
Okay, still needs to curl. Weight
It's
only.
around the guard well. This should really begin to dig now.
Go, go, go. Hard.
Really nice line.
Square them up.
Great shot, Bruce.
That's fantastic shot there. Dead level. Buried. Really puts the pressure on to RCF now.
Full marks to the national coach.
Okay, I'll try the yellow.
Let's try the red straight back.
He just has to say it. Bruce has to play it.
Go, go, go.
But really well judged. Well played.
Great shot, Bruce.
What did?
So RCF now needing to make a play. Trying to play the shot that we talked about when Bruce was contemplating things. Open things up, but he's really done nothing there.
And we've seen him play a lot of big weight shots
Этот вообще не свалил.
where just drop the weight a bit, be more controlled. And these big weight shots have tended to hit in the high side every time. So this power play not working well for RCF right now. Definitely favouring Scotland.
Give you a wee bit in the hand.
Yeah, I think you're there, but I don't mind it.
Okay, line's fine. Weight only. Running a wee bit.
So just trying to put this in an awkward position. RCF are going to be forced to draw, I feel.
Line's really good. Line's really good. Carl, Carl if you can. Hard. Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, tried to finish it a wee bit more at the end there. But, you know, Scotland have achieved their objective. RCF have played their power play and Scotland are forcing them to take one.
And not an easy one.
Facing three.
Coming in with a bit of running.
Yeah, I thought she would just have played really back four weight. It's coming now. Yeah, well played. Yep, super last stone by Anastasia Muskaleva. Takes her one, which is not what they really wanted from their power play, but it's a good shot all the same. Moves the score to Scotland 6, RCF 5 after 7 ends. 1 end to play, maybe. Extra end is an option. No power play will be available in that one though. So.
One up. Fully tick the guard. Yeah. Yep.
I don't think I've ever played anything.
Okay, we are now underway in the final scheduled end of this Scotland RCF morning fixture. Scotland leading 6-5.
Watching Violet. Да, линия. Yes. Yes.
Anastasia looking to freeze the one at the back of the forefoot. We'll say it many, many, many times this week. That's the standard opening gambit.
think you want to play like this and try and just play back four.
I think out turn, yeah.
7/8 on the inside's great.
Okay.
Both players there, Jennifer and Anastasia, very well matched today. Not much between them. It's made for a very entertaining game so far, Rhoda.
Yeah, it certainly has. The scoreboard's been nip and tuck all the way through. Just that power play in the sixth end.
Hard, Bruce. Just drag it.
Really well played in by Scotland. Gave them the jump in the scoreboard.
Sorry, Bruce.
I think today Scotland have just been that bit sharper with their stone positioning. Giving themselves opportunities.
Could have done with that one rolling on just a touch further. But not disaster.
Yep.
Scotland leading and with the hammer. Bruce is not going to waste any time in getting rid of the guard. I think that's going to go here. Potentially looking at a straight back, I think I heard him say. So he's looking to take some yellows out on the way through as well.
Yeah, they don't want to get sucked into a messy end. They've got advantage on the scoreboard and the hammer. Really nice. Opens things up.
Excellent.
Left the centre guard. The RCF can still use, but it's a lot cleaner and it's red for Scotland to use later in the end if required.
Ну, линия сама. В конце пойдет сейчас, вес. Будет чуть-чуть перевал, думаю. Нет, валить нельзя.
Not much sweeping so far in this one. So it's either perfect or not what they're looking for. Yeah, just a little too deep, I think. Lies the shot, but not too threatening when Scotland have the hammer. They would love stones behind the tee line to be able to come to.
Just peel it into there.
Yeah, I just feel that RCF, they've just got 1 minute 27 left on their clock and they're just rushing into the hack at this end so far. When they don't really need to, they have got enough time to play the end.
Yeah, they're not having to play complex shots, so the thinking time is not really an element at this point. And you can see Bruce very similar on the hits, but surpassing Alexander on the draws, percentage-wise. Maybe that's just been the difference that's given Scotland a small advantage they needed. Or need at this moment, and the game's not obviously finished.
Yeah, and now with RCF coming in heavy with the last one, a longer guard here won't really benefit them. They're taking their time out.
Да. Я так, на всякий случай, чтобы...
Да.
Ну, девочку бьет. И там прямая сторона, и там я и он ошибся тогда. Сейчас гард, там он будет как тебя снимать? Не, вряд ли он, наверное, просто будет. Ну, центральный им ходить ставить.
Стационарный как.
Да, желтый. Ну, нам не то желтый закрыт, нам чтобы причем мы завезли туда. Потому что я думаю, он будет бить слэш. Ладно, время. В эту? Смещенный не хочу, потому что он просто нижний пробьет, чтобы точно игру не проиграть. Центральный ровно.
So, after the coach's intervention, decision's been made. Taking an intern, lots of ice. I wonder if they're just trying to lay something short, but possibly.
Да не, нормально.
Чуть-чуть свалить.
Yeah, if they keep putting up the guard and Scotland keep clearing, then the idea with the last stone is to come in and lie two and force Scotland to either a double or a draw for the one.
Нормально, я не кидал до 20 секунд.
Just removing any danger of stone out the front. Single peel.
I think they're going round the red now. I think they're going round the red now.
All right. Даже если он будет открытый, ничего страшного, пусть бьет дабл.
Да.
Rona says probably looking to come into the 4-foot circle, round the red one, show Scotland a little bit of the shot stone and a little bit of the back stone. See if they can tempt them into that kind of shot.
Yeah,
ultimately the button would still be open.
Yeah, if they can come halfway round, it's not an easy hit for Scotland, so you're asking the question, draw the button. Trying to get this
Has it got enough running? Has it got enough running?
Well, Sweat didn't come round,
I like it if you do.
but the whole 4-foot is open on that side.
Yep, so currently RCF lie 2, asking Scotland the question.
Да я в середине там штер. Так, типа 60. Думал, нормально здесь.
Months and years of practice, all in one shot.
Yep. Draw the button. It's all you want for the last stone of the game. To have that opportunity to play the shot.
So here's Scotland. Last stone of the end. Looking to close the deal, score their one.
Okay, line's good. Wait on
Half
line.
in the 4-foot's enough.
Got a wee bit of room.
Line's good. It's all about the weight.
It's all about the judgment now.
Wait on line.
Plenty room.
Curling hard. Whoa.
Is it going to
Needs
stop?
to find the brakes.
It's not. And it slips back.
Oh, hard lines, Jennifer.
Okay, well played, guys.
2 yellow. Thank you.
Thank you.
За 1,5 минуты сыграть, еще 30 секунд осталось.
Well, there we go. I think we're all a bit stunned by that one. I think we all felt that Scotland would have the 4-foot available to them and make it. However, it just got onto maybe a slippier path.
476, yeah.
So it's a stolen 2 points for RCF. They finish with a win over Scotland. So it's Scotland 6, RCF 7.
Ага, окей. Пойдем на интервью, Саш.
Yeah.
Саш, пошли на интервью.
Yes, so whilst we let that soak in, we'll just look across the other scores there. And as you can see, the final score is Scotland 6, RCF 7. In the 8th end, it's Germany 6, Italy 8, Korea 8, Spain 5, Hungary 7, Czech Republic 6. I mean, a shock in the making, of course, on the far sheet. Currently Australia 7, Canada 5. As they come to very much the last few stones of that game. Right, well, we're just about to go to the interview room. We can see that the Russian Federation team have made their way into the booth, and Rona is going to ask them some questions.
Many congratulations on your first win of the championship. How would you sum up today's performance?
Сегодня мы были гораздо лучше, чем предыдущие 2 дня. Не знаем, что случилось с нами, но сегодня мы были похожи сами на себя.
We play much better today compared to the 2 previous days. Finally, we play like we usually play, so it's got a great result because of this.
And you only get 1 power play per game. How important is it to score when you've got that advantage?
Всего 1 powerplay за игру. Как это вы считаете важно для того, чтобы вести игру и получать преимущество?
Ну, powerplay дает возможность сыграть более агрессивно, так сказать, и взять побольше камней, если выполнить хорошо все задания. Это немножко нестандартный энд, поэтому нужно быть максимально сконцентрированным.
Это шанс перевернуть игру.
Anastasia told it's a very special end, and you should be more concentrated when you play. And it's a chance to play aggressive and get advantage. And Alexander said it's a chance to turn the game to your side.
Well, many congratulations. Good luck for the rest of the week.
Поздравляем и удачи.
Спасибо. Всем привет.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Right, so let's just look through what happened there in the second half of the game. The score was tied at 3-all at half-time. Scotland Scotland had a shot to try and score. It wasn't much target space here, and it was a beautiful weight by Jen Dodds. Just didn't quite curl enough. Left RCF flying 1 for a steal to go into a 4-3 lead. 6th end, Scotland elected to take their power play and pretty much executed it to perfection. Jen Dodds was left with this little tap back option. With minimal fuss. Stone was put down, tap back the yellow, rolled slightly, but a great three score for Scotland to move into the lead. RCF had taken their power play in the 7th end. Hadn't run out quite as smoothly for them. They were left with a firm tap back off the button to score their own 1. Leaving the score at this point at Scotland 6, RCF 5. So down to the last end. House was open. Scotland had a chance to draw into the 4-foot circle for the win. Jennifer Dodds laying down the last stone. The timings indicated that it possibly needed a sweep. However, round about now we began to think that it needed to put some brakes on, and it never happened. And it slid. And unfortunately for Scotland players, fans, everywhere supporting the team Scotland, it was 2 to RCF. And a 7-6 win for RCF. Okay, so we've got some highlights of other things that we can look at now, just that were happening as the interviews were taking place, so pretty much as live. We've got Czech Republic facing 3 Hungary counters. However, they're looking to move one into the 8-foot circle to make Hungary then have to play their last stone. It looks like it's possibly just going to come up a bit light. It does, comes up light. Hungary don't have to play their last stone. They take a 7-6 win over the Czech Republic. That's what it means to them. Another neighbourly battle, I guess. So it's been a morning of shocks, I think, here in Aberdeen today. It's finished up Scotland 6, RCF 7, Germany 6, Italy 9, Korea 8, Spain 5, Hungary 7, Czech Republic 6. And biggest shock of all, I think, Australia 8, Canada 5. It means there are no unbeaten teams, I think, in this section. There you see. So that has considerably tightened up the group. We have Canada, Czech, Italy, Scotland all on 3 and 1. Germany, Hungary, Korea just one behind on 2 and 2. Australia, RCF 1 and 3. And Spain at the bottom at the moment, 0 and 4. That concludes our transmission for this morning. Hope you enjoyed that, wherever you may be. Thank you very much for your company.